Hi everyone, still on the trending issue at RIP to Mohbad. But I have with me today Ife Liverpool Mokoro. Is here to shed and throw more light on that same topic. So you guys, stay tuned and just go on with me. So Ife Mokoro, how are you?
Thank you, I'm fine.
It's good to have you.
Yeah.
For me, there are so many angles on this topic. There are people talking about the record label, people talking about the family, people talking about his friends. There's a whole lot. And I want people to understand this, that attaching sentiment to this matter is not making things better. We have to handle things maturely and understand that there are lives involved. He has a son. And let's remember that social media does not forget. But I would like us to start with the family. What's your take? Okay. The father and the mother, what
I would
you have to say about
there are some few things I would say here, because for me, I like to fly straight. There's a lot of places I need to touch. About the family, I will go straight, because I'm also a father.
Yeah,
because a father, you must be there. You are supposed to be there for your kids. Exactly. No matter the circumstances that is surrounding the both of you, maybe you man or you wife or anybody, because like what I read online and what I saw online, all these videos flying, a lot of evidence and all that, the way the father used to talk, the interview that they gave him and all that, I saw that the family background is bad. But when family background is bad, that is the truth. It's a whole lot. When a family's background is bad, even a child that wants to be successful, just like what happened to this Mohbad guy now, his dream will be cut short. Yeah, because now the parents are no more living together.
Wow.
Even if they are no more living together as husband and wife, they are supposed to be there for their child.
They're supposed to be there.
Yeah, that is the paramount thing as a father.
Good.
Because a lot of threats that has been coming on social media, coming from different angles and all that. Even the boy, if you check the boy's music, his lyrics, sincerely, I will not lie to you.
His lyrics carry so much
threat and so much
volume of message that when you think about it, you wonder what kind of life was he living. You know,
you see,
I like the fact that you're talking about the father, but I like to talk about the mother because I am a woman. You see, like in my previous video, I talked about the mother and I said something. I said, listen, I am a mother and I can't imagine my son living in fear. I said something that you will have to pass through me before you get to my son. You can't tell me that you are aware of your son's pain, of your son's torment, of your son being tormented that much, living in fear, and you were seeing this thing and you kept mute based on threats.
Yeah, can you allow me to come in?
Let me just you just hold a little bit. Based on threat, for crying out loud, the instinct of a mother, that motherly thing. Come on, guys. You can't threaten my son and expect me to be calm. You can't do that.
But I want to let you know something. A man will always be a man. If I'm in that man's shoes, what I would do as a father. Because in the boy's song, he wrote that our Malians won't threaten me, won't threaten Baba me, won't threaten mommy me, won't want me kiri. That Yoruba soundtrack, that Yoruba voice alone on that music, if I'm in the father's shoes, what I'll do is I'll go straight, I'll report the case.
We are on the same track.
I'll report the case. What I'll do first, I'll have to be frank with you. That is what I'll do. I'll call the police to it. I'll call the DSS. If it's possible, I'll escalate it on the internet. Fine. I'll escalate it for the whole Nigerians to see what is happening with my son.
Exactly my point. We're on the same page.
Of course. That is what I'll do.
Okay, like the previous post I had, I said the mother should have done something more. The mother should have come out on social media. Why cry now? This is what I call medicine after death. If you had cried earlier, for crying out loud, you would have received the attention that you are receiving now. If not up to this, at least somebody would have listened to you. You don't cry when you're supposed to be smiling. You should cry when you ought to cry. You as the wife, for crying out loud, how many people are aware of this situation? We are seeing evidences coming left, right, and center. Evidence is popping up. If you guys had this evidence, why didn't you bring this evidence? Why this guy was alive? He was living in fear.
Yes, exactly.
He was not a
living in
free
fear.
man. He was afraid. How can somebody, for Christ's sake, he said he didn't get the best of Mohbad as an artist. That's what Naramali said. That
Is that what
Mohbad
he
was,
said?
yes, he was forgetting lyrics on stage. That he didn't get the best of him. You can't get the best of somebody living in fear. For
Depression.
For you to be a very good artist, you have to have your composure. You have to be free. You have to have your mental state has to be calm. So there are so many angles, but I really want to bring this and say this quickly that this thing is not just for the entertainment, the music sector alone. Every aspect of the entertainment industry is suffering this. Whether you look at the comedy aspect, the Nollywood sector, the entertainment sector, all the entertainment sectors are passing through this. Nollywood has their own. It's just this is just an eye opener for a lot of us to see what these upcoming artists are being put through. It's an eye opener.
Well, of course.
It's an eye opener. So, what do you have to say to the upcoming artists? What's your advice for them?
My advice is, even upcoming artists, a lot of artists out there, they want to arrive. They want to blow.
Yeah, they want to blow.
They want to blow. Just like what I was telling the friend. He said, I told that friend that, look, sometimes these kids, they want to get there. They want to meet a manager. They want to meet a promoter that will help them to that stardom, to make them to become who they want to become. But sometimes, they are only thinking about the positive side. They are not thinking about the negative side. And now, on the negative side, who is going to help them? The parents, the guardians.
Yeah.
You see, when kids are growing up, they are not looking at the negative side. They just want to pluck. They want to reap. They want to get something immediately for them to blow. But life is not like that.
Exactly.
So my point is, my advice for the youth, maybe be a musician, if you are into entertainment and all that, you just have to take it slowly, gradually. You must know where you want to belong to. The person that wants to produce you, the person that you want to be under his label, you must know that person very well.
Very well.
If you don't know that person very well, you might be the second Mohbad. I'm telling you, because there are a lot of Mohbads everywhere.
A whole lot.
A lot of Mohbads
a lot of upcoming artists are going through
it's
depression.
happening in this country now.
You see, just as you said, charity begins at home. Parents, take care of your children. Nurture them. The Bible says, train up a child in the way he should go, so that when he grows, he will not depart from these ways. There are some things you put into your children subconsciously, it settles in their mental state.
Yeah,
it settles there. And because of this training you have given to them, when they go to the public, when they are out there relating with people, you see them behaving just as the way you have trained them to be. They don't deviate from these things. Train them, talk to them, spend time with them. And trust me, that child will never disappoint you.
Yeah, but I still want to let you know, sometimes, just like I said earlier, a child growing up, look at his age. Before he became 27, I believe he must have been in this whole thing for like more than a decade. So if you check very well, he's still a child. You see, he wants the best for himself. He wants the best for his family. He wants to create a name for himself. You see, and I will still touch these producers and all these people that are doing all this shit.
The record labels.
The record labels. We all are humans. We all are humans. If you know what is right for a child, for an upcoming artist, do it. So that that child will get to that place that child wants to get to.
Most of this record label owners,
you are the one that is going to get you are the one that is going to get the credit.
Exactly.
You get the credit. But a lot of things that is disturbing them now is that greed. They have so much greed inside of them.
Is a lot of these record label owners were once, artists.
Of course.
So I wonder why they forget how they started. Why do you forget how you start and when you become?
That is where greed came from.
Greed.
Yes, greed. If you are not selfish, if you are not contented with what is coming to you, if you don't control it, you start offending people.
But again, I quickly want to say this before because I don't want this video to be too long. I quickly want to drop this. Upcoming artists, be careful. Read the contracts. You guys need lawyers. Don't just go into a contract naively. You have to understand the contract before you get signed in. Understand what you're getting into so that you don't get into trouble. Anyway, wonderful people. It's nice having me. Subscribe to